You subscribe to our YouTube channel.
Enzo Moresca could not hide his annoyance ahead of the UEFA Conference League final against Real Betis. In his latest press conference, Moresca expressed his anger regarding the match schedule, which he considered unfair. Betis are scheduled to finish their last La Liga match on Friday, May 23rd, while Chelsea will only play their last Premier League match against Nottingham Forest 2 days later, Sunday, May 25th. This means that the Spanish club will have 2 more days to prepare for the final, which will be held on Wednesday, May 28th in Wrocław, Poland. Moresca firmly stated, "I am not happy 100%. You can't let one team have 48 hours more to prepare for a European final. This is not normal, whether it is the Premier League, La Liga, or UEFA's fault. The Premier League does have a special rule. All matches in the final week must be played simultaneously to avoid potential manipulation of results between clubs. However, La Liga actually provides flexibility in the schedule because the position of Real Betis and their opponent, Valencia, no longer affect the final standings." Moresca considered this an imbalance that should not be allowed. He demanded that there be regulations that guarantee equal rest and preparation time for clubs appearing in the European final, whatever the competition. In the midst of the frustration, Moresca also gave news about the lineup. Filip Jurgensen is certain to be the main goalkeeper in the final. The coach emphasized that Jurgensen has appeared in all Conference League matches this season and is worthy of playing in the final. Furthermore, Moresca has not confirmed who will fill the other main squad. Chelsea now faces a big dilemma: securing a European ticket in the league or maximizing the final preparations in a very short time.
You subscribe to our YouTube channel.
Chelsea have good news. Barcelona have officially withdrawn from the pursuit of Nico Williams. This could be a turning point in the Blues' transfer ambitions, especially to strengthen the left wing sector, which is currently the main focus of the recruitment team. Nico Williams, a talented young winger from Athletic Bilbao, has long been on Chelsea's radar. He is a modern winger type, fast, explosive, and has a dominant right foot to penetrate from the left to the center. And most importantly, he is the profile of player that Enzo Moresca wants to fill the left side in his 4-2-3-1 system. Previously, Barcelona was mentioned as Chelsea's main competitor to recruit the Spanish national team player. But now, Barca president Joan Laporta has confirmed directly that his club has chosen to pursue other options. What does it mean? Chelsea are now in pole position. Nico's salary demands are indeed high, but the Blues are trying to negotiate to lower those demands. And the main factor that could be the key to the success of this transfer is whether or not Chelsea qualify for the Champions League next season. If they win over Nottingham Forest, the chances of persuading a player like Nico are much greater. When it comes to long-term potential and tactical fit, Nico Williams is the obvious choice. He could bring new balance to Chelsea's attack, completing the combination with Cole Palmer on the right, and opening up more space for creators in midfield like Enzo Fernandez. Chelsea's wings could finally take flight, with Nico Williams on board.
You subscribe to our YouTube channel.
The silent war has begun. Chelsea and Manchester United are now eyeing each other to bring in Borussia Dortmund's mainstay goalkeeper, Gregor Kobel. The Swiss goalkeeper's name is back in the spotlight after his brilliant performance with Dortmund in the 2024-25 season, including bringing his team back to the Champions League. According to a report from Bild quoted by Sport Witness, Cobel is open to the opportunity to leave this summer. Dortmund itself does not want to let go of the goalkeeper for a cheap price. His price tag is set between €60 and €70 million, making interested teams have to think twice before making an official offer. Chelsea, who have begun to doubt Robert Sanchez's performance this season, have made Cobel the main candidate. Especially if they manage to qualify for the Champions League, the Blues need a tough and experienced figure under the crossbar. Cobel is considered to have all of those qualities: mature age, sharp reflexes, and strong leadership. However, the main problem is, of course, the price. Chelsea are building their squad carefully, and €70 million for a goalkeeper could be considered too expensive, unless they make a big sale first. On the other hand, Manchester United could be a serious threat. Andre Onana, who was fully trusted at the start of the season, is now under sharp scrutiny. Mistake after mistake and inconsistency have made the club lose patience. With rumors of interest from Saudi Arabia for Onana, the door is wide open for Cobel to come as a replacement. Interestingly, Cobel himself has not spoken firmly about his future, but from the tone of his comments, he seems ready to try a new challenge outside the Bundesliga. If there is a club that can convince him in terms of project and finances, this transfer could really happen. One thing is for sure, the fight for Gregor Cobel will be a hot drama this summer. Will Chelsea push themselves? Will United sacrifice Onana? Or will Cobel stay at Dortmund? The drama under the goalpost is about to begin. Who will win the signature of the Swiss wall?
You subscribe to our YouTube channel.
Speculation surrounding Andre Santos' future has finally been answered directly by Todd Boehly. In his public statement at the Qatar Economic Forum, Boehly emphasized that Chelsea have no intention of releasing the young Brazilian midfielder, despite interest from Arsenal, PSG, and Bayern Munich. Andre Santos has been impressive this season while on loan to French club Strasbourg, also owned by Boehly's Blueco Group. Under the tutelage of Liam Rosenior, the 21-year-old has shown rapid development that has made big European clubs start to take notice. However, Boehly firmly stated that Santos will return to Chelsea and be prepared to appear in this summer's big event, the expanded 2025 FIFA Club World Cup. We are really focused on the Club World Cup. Andre Santos will join us. We are very excited about him and what he can bring to the squad, said Boehly. Santos had failed to shine at Nottingham Forest due to injury, but his potential is still considered great by Chelsea. Boehly even called it an important part of the club's investment portfolio, not just an expense. Furthermore, Boehly said, Chelsea were done with the big spending phase. Now their focus is on maximizing potential young players like Santos for the long term. We want to build a portfolio of the best players who can last a long time and perform at the highest level, he explained. Chelsea indicated that they would not release Santos to any Premier League rivals, including Arsenal, who are reportedly interested in poaching the player from the Blues' main squad plans next season.
You subscribe to our YouTube channel.
Chelsea are preparing to go on another shopping spree, and the main focus is finding a reliable, goal-hungry striker. Nicolas Jackson may have scored some important goals this season, but his inconsistent finishing and positioning have often been the Blues' Achilles heel. And now, one name is starting to emerge: Serhou Guirassy, Borussia Dortmund's prolific striker. Can Guirassy replace Jackson, or could he be a deadly tandem? Guirassy is known as a penalty box predator. Last season with Stuttgart, he scored more than 25 Bundesliga goals. And now with Dortmund, he continues to show his class. Unlike Jackson, who often plays wide and emotionally, Guirassy appears calmer, more disciplined, and very efficient in front of goal. Tactically, Guirassy is more suited to Enzo Maresca's 4-2-3-1 system. He can stay in the central zone, making space for wingers like Madueke and Pedro Neto, and be the main target for crosses. This is what Jackson often fails to do. He tends to get out of danger or out of position. However, that doesn't mean Jackson should be sold. Jackson is still young, has speed, mobility, and a high energy when pressing. The problem is, he needs time to develop. So the smart solution is not Guirassy replace Jackson, but Guirassy plus Jackson. Guirassy for crucial moments, Jackson for transition duels and high pressure. Moreover, Chelsea's good relationship with Dortmund can be used to facilitate this transfer. From the Pulisic case to the Maatsen loan, all of them can be a bridge for negotiation. But one thing to note, Guirassy is already 29 years old. He is not a long-term project, but an instant solution for the next 2-3 seasons. Guirassy won't be the future, but he might just fix the present.
You subscribe to our YouTube channel.
The hunt for a new striker is heating up in the Premier League. Brighton's 23-year-old striker, João Pedro, is now officially on the radar of 3 big clubs: Chelsea, Arsenal, and Liverpool. According to Fabrizio Romano, Pedro could leave this summer, with Brighton ready to open negotiations for a figure of around £59 million. The Brazilian is said to be ready to start a new chapter in his career after recording 16 goal contributions in the Premier League this season. Chelsea are seriously interested, especially because Nicolas Jackson is still unstable. Injuries, suspensions, and consistency issues have left the Blues short of options up front. Cole Palmer also cannot be burdened continuously, and João Pedro is considered to be an important addition due to his flexibility to play as a centre forward or on the wing. Arsenal are also in the race. Although Kai Havertz has improved, he's not a pure striker. Mikel Arteta needs a natural finisher, and João Pedro is considered to be able to add depth to a squad that currently still relies on minimal rotation up front. On the other hand, Liverpool are also continuing to look for a replacement for Darwin Núñez, whose performance continues to fluctuate. Especially since the arrival of Arne Slot, they are looking for a striker who is more clinical and does not waste many opportunities. João Pedro is still under contract until 2028. Brighton knows they have an important asset. Since being recruited from Watford for £30 million, Pedro has seen an increase in performance and is considered a player who is technically and tactically mature. Currently, the big clubs are just waiting for the time to make a move. With only one match left in the Premier League, serious talks will only begin after the season officially ends.
You subscribe to our YouTube channel.